For nearly 20 years, Wkora has presented its Love Your W campaign as one of the nation's leading charity events, a glamorous annual gala claiming to raise awareness for breast cancer and support women in need. Every October, A-list celebrities, idols, and luxury brands gather under the banner of compassion and awareness. But behind the glitz and photo ops, a storm has erupted, one that now threatens to dismantle the magazine's reputation and expose years of questionable ethics. The 2025 Love Your W Gala, held at the Four Seasons Hotel in Seoul on October 15th, was supposed to mark a milestone, the 20th anniversary of the campaign. But instead of praise, it triggered one of the biggest public backlashes in Korean entertainment history. To understand why, you have to see what this event looked like. Photos and videos flooded social media. The red carpet was filled with megastars, BTS's RM, J-Hope, and VIV's Yoojin, Wonyoung, and Ray. Actors Lee Min-ho, Lee Jun-ho, Jun Ji-hyun, and Han So-hee. Models, idols, and influencers dressed head to toe in couture. The setting glimmered like a Fashion Week after-party. But one thing was missing: the cause itself. There were no pink ribbons, no awareness booths, no survivor tributes, not even a hint of breast cancer symbolism. Most attendees wore black. There was no dress code referencing the color pink, and not one section of the event was visibly dedicated to education, early detection, or patient support. Instead, guests posed for TikTok challenges, filmed brand promos, and clinked glasses of champagne. There was a full open bar, and the official description for the event even promoted unlimited drinks, party looks, and DJ vibes. At first, many fans assumed it was simply a celebration for the magazine's anniversary, not a charity gala at all. The magazine's posts barely mentioned breast cancer, focusing entirely on luxury fashion and celebrity attendance. Then came the performances, and the outrage multiplied. Rapper J-Park took the stage to perform his song, Mommy, a sexually charged track with lyrics describing women's bodies in explicit terms. At a breast cancer awareness event, the choice was staggering. Viewers were shocked that an event dedicated to women's health had booked an artist performing a song objectifying women. It didn't stop there. Rookie group All Day Project performed next, and during their set, an image projected behind them showed a woman lifting her skirt to reveal her underwear, a photo taken from one of Wkora's previous photo shoots. It was a display that critics called demeaning, inappropriate, and tone-deaf for any event claiming to empower women. The irony became unbearable when people realized that the only person who even mentioned breast cancer on stage was Wonhee from the girl group ILIT, 18-year-old idol. While adults danced and posed for cameras, a teenager was the only one reminding everyone what the night was supposedly about. Public anger ignited almost instantly. Cancer survivors, health advocates, and netizens accused Wkora of using a life-threatening illness as a branding opportunity, a yearly luxury party masquerading as a charity cause. One survivor wrote online, "I finished my last chemotherapy just 2 days ago. Breast cancer is not a dress code or a hashtag. It's hospital beds, chemo chairs, and fear. What are we celebrating?" But as people criticized the tone of the event, another question surfaced. What happened to all the money this campaign claimed to have raised? According to Wkora's own website, the Love Your W campaign has raised a total of 1.1 billion Korean won, roughly $774,000 since 2006. That may sound respectable at first, but spread over 20 years, it averages less than $40,000 annually. For a campaign backed by Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and attended by Korea's top celebrities, that number was shockingly low. Soon, lawmakers and journalists began digging deeper. Data obtained by National Assembly member Lee Soo-jin from the Ministry of Health and Welfare, and published by Women's Newspaper, revealed that Wkora had actually donated far less than it publicly claimed. According to official records, only about 315 million won, roughly $222,000, ever reached the Korea Breast Health Foundation over 17 years. That's less than 1/3 of what the magazine reported. The donation records show that Wkora's largest contribution was back in 2012, about 42 million won, roughly $29,000. In 2016, that number dropped to just 5 million won. And between 2017 and 2023, nothing at all. For 6 years, not a single won was donated. Then, in 2024, after public scrutiny began growing, the magazine resumed donations with 125 million won, about $88,000. In short, a charity campaign running for nearly 2 decades had gone years without giving anything to the cause it was founded to support. That revelation poured gasoline on the fire. And then Dispatch, Korea's most notorious investigative outlet, dropped their own exposé, complete with receipts. According to Dispatch, luxury brands paid heavily to sponsor the event. Fashion labels contributed around 30 million won each, jewelry brands another 5 million, and there were 29 sponsors in total, including Chanel, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Cartier, Saint Laurent, Bottega Veneta, Valentino, and Prada. In total, Dispatch estimated around 1 billion won, about $725,000, was raised in a single year through sponsorships alone. Yet, over 20 years, Wkorea's cumulative donations didn't even match that single-year sponsorship total. So where did the money go? Dispatch also reported that none of the celebrities were paid to attend. They covered their own styling, hair, and makeup out of pocket. They believed they were participating in a genuine charity campaign. Meanwhile, Wkorea allegedly cashed in on sponsorship deals and brand exposure. Even more disturbing, Dispatch uncovered an internal event memo forbidding managers and staff from entering key areas of the event. Managers were forced to wait outside for over 6 hours, leaving many young idols inside without their usual supervision or protection. The rule was repeated multiple times in writing, and only one staff member per artist was later allowed for the second part of the night. Critics called it an unsafe and manipulative environment, particularly for rookie idols. Then came a revelation that stunned even long-time fans of the event. According to Dispatch, the actress Park Bo-young, known as one of Korea's most beloved and uncontroversial stars, had been banned from walking the red carpet at a previous Love Your W event. The reason? She wasn't wearing sponsor-approved stockings. The stockings provided by the brand didn't fit her. Park Bo-young still showed up, dressed elegantly and professionally. But staff reportedly told photographers not to shoot her full body, and Wkorea later cropped her legs out of official photos. A women's health campaign policing a woman's body for not wearing a sponsor's tights. The hypocrisy was impossible to ignore. The outrage that followed was massive. Netizens flooded Wkorea's social media, demanding accountability, transparency, and a public apology. Instead, the magazine responded with a short, dismissive statement. No comment. They also began deleting comments, tweaking captions, and liking defensive replies. Behavior that only deepened public anger. People weren't asking for an apology anymore. They were asking for an audit. At this point, even entertainment fans turned against the event. Comments like, "Don't apologize, investigate their taxes," and "Just shut the magazine down" began trending across Korean forums. Survivors and commentators pointed out that awareness isn't about dress codes, hashtags, or celebrity appearances. It's about education, funding, and access to healthcare. If an event doesn't make people more informed about early detection, if it doesn't fund screenings or research, and if it doesn't amplify the voices of survivors, then what awareness is it actually raising? Even when comparing Wkorea's campaign to other initiatives, the difference was night and day. Estée Lauder Korea's Pink Ribbon campaign, for instance, publicly reports donations in real time, runs educational programs, and has raised billions of won transparently. In 2024 alone, their Pink Run event raised 192 million won for breast cancer research, almost as much as Wkorea's entire 20-year total. Meanwhile, Love Your W became synonymous with photo walls, champagne glasses, and luxury fashion. Many idols who attended faced backlash, but some defended them, pointing out that Wkorea invitations carry immense career pressure. Turning one down can mean losing future magazine features or sponsorships. Others urged the celebrities to take the opportunity to donate publicly to legitimate breast cancer organizations as a gesture of good faith. Jay Park eventually issued an apology, saying he hadn't been paid for the performance and believed it was a private after-party. He said his intention was good, But the public found his reasoning unsatisfying, calling the entire performance selection a fundamental failure of judgment. Soon after the backlash, Wkora sparked new outrage by promoting the Dyson Supersonic R hairdryer on Instagram, using the same hashtags as its breast cancer awareness campaign. Critics called the post tone-deaf, noting that hair loss is a painful side effect of chemotherapy. Many saw it as another sign that the campaign blurred the line between charity and luxury marketing. Wkora has not responded publicly. On October 19th, Wkora published a formal apology via its Instagram account. "We deeply apologize for failing to carefully consider the perspective of breast cancer patients and their families, and for causing discomfort and distress." They acknowledged that the composition and execution of the Octaster 15 event were not appropriate in light of the campaign's purpose, and committed to reviewing all stages of planning and execution moving forward. They also claimed that the many who participated in good faith may have been negatively affected by the controversy. In the end, what began as a night meant to celebrate awareness and solidarity instead exposed the dark intersection of fashion, fame, and performative philanthropy. 20 years of claims, millions in sponsorships, and hundreds of celebrity appearances, yet little trace of actual impact. What Wkora called charity, the public now calls deception. Until the magazine opens its books, proves where the money went, and rebuilds its campaign around transparency and real support for patients, the Love Your W brand will remain a symbol not of awareness, but of how easily compassion can be turned into marketing. Because awareness without accountability is not charity. It's theater. And after this scandal, the curtain has finally fallen.